Welcome back to the arcade for a Cyberpunk 2077 lore explained video. Today we have Trauma Team, their business model, what their squads are composed of, if we can join them, and more. Trauma Team International may seem like it's similar to modern day public health services like EMTs and the EMS service. In actuality, they're a premium paramedical franchise that specializes in rapid response medical services. Because of this and how dangerous Night City is, they're one of the most powerful corporations of the cyber age. A franchise of paramedics who operate in the United States, Canada, and different parts of Europe, Trauma Team can be dispatched to your location by dialing 911, and they can also trace calls to their source. High-end clients are billed from the moment a call is placed until delivered to a hospital for further examination and medical measures. Now, a Trauma Team client may opt to carry a deadman transmitter, which when activated automatically signals Trauma Team the moment the client's brainwave pattern falls into a coma state. Think of it like a futuristic life alert, but not only for seniors. Now we see Sandra Dorset, the Trauma Team client from the gameplay demo, have a deadman transmitter, which was blocked due to a virus the scavengers had deployed within it. V removes the virus with the help of Netrunner T-Bug, and the signal is reconnected to Trauma Team, who swoops in no time. Now when signing up for Trauma Team, you receive a card and this biochip implant, which has the deadman transmitter on it. Trauma Team's packages come in a variety of different tiers. In the gameplay demo, Sandra Dorset is a platinum member, which means Trauma Team will respond in 3 minutes or less, but in the original 2020 tabletop game, there are other coverage packages to glean over. The first is the full body life coverage. This plan costs €500 a month or €5,500 with a yearly plan. In the event Trauma Team is dispatched, the customer also has to pay 100 eddies for every minute until their arrival at the nearest corporate hospital, as well as for the cost of ammo fired by Trauma Team, as well as fuel used and damage to equipment incurred. This plan comes with a 10-minute response time, although if it's over 10 minutes, the patient gets 50% off. Next, we have corporate and corporate executive coverage, which costs 1,500 eddies per month or 16,500 with a yearly plan. This plan promises a response time of 7 minutes or less, and the patient is taken to a corporate medical center upon pickup. The patient does, however, have to pay for equipment and personnel damage. The corporate executive plan covers all the ammo and fuel costs, but the customer still has to pay for any equipment or personnel damage. Finally, we have high priority coverage, a plan which costs €34,000 per year. The plan comes with a gold Trauma Team card, and the response time is 3 to 5 minutes, which TT claims is the fastest. Once the customer is picked up, they're taken to a corporate hospital instead of a medical center. All ammo and fuel costs are covered, but the patient again has to pay for equipment damage. For 2077, it seems that Trauma Team has a platinum tier, which is one higher than gold, and is a 3-minute response time flat, and potentially covering all equipment and personnel damage. Trauma Team squads consist of a couple members. Because they come in on an Aerodyne, they need an Aerodyne pilot and co-pilot who can also act as the gunner. We see the gunner possibly unloading some rounds into the scavs here in a different way the first mission could have played out. We also have 2 security specialists, a lead EMT and an assistant EMT. In 2077, the titles have been simplified to Trauma Team Soldier and Trauma Team Medic. Now Trauma Team uses an AV-4A Aerodyne, which is lightweight and made of composite materials and is usually supported by refueling stations and trucks on the ground below. The Aerodyne itself has some of the most advanced technology in Night City, with a mobile cryo tank available to reduce body temperature to stop hemorrhaging, shock, and brain swelling. There are also heart and lung machines on board, as well as biomonitors. Rapid surgery is done on board to critical members through the use of electroshock, drugs, and manual resuscitation. In the actual Aerodyne, the co-pilot mans a 7.62 squad automatic weapon and never leaves the cockpit, whilst the EMTs extract the patient. Trauma Team seem to have a smart rifle styled weapon and a pistol as a sidearm in the gameplay demo. Now spare parts and body banks are popular in Night City, which can be convenient for those close to death or in need of getting put back together again like some sort of Lego piece. These are essentially donor organs and limbs, presumably harvested by Trauma Team from deceased clients. It's lucrative and morally grey, just like most things in Night City. Now CDPR has stated we can't join factions or groups, so Trauma Team won't be joinable through any part of the game, although I feel like we'll be seeing them frequently enough. Thanks for watching guys, and remember, subscribe to the arcade for everything Cyberpunk 2077.